Treasure Island, Chapter 18. My Cruise in a Coracle. My little boat, or coracle, was tossing toward the south end of Treasure Island when I awoke. I was racked by thirst, and found myself in and out of giant waves that tossed me to and fro without stopping. I could not paddle, and saw that I would be drowned or dashed to death on sharp rocks if I came closer to shore. And I saw what looked like giant slugs on the rocks. These later, I learned, were sea lions barking in the sun. I saw that I would never make shore, and that I was heading north toward the Cape of the Woods. I thought I might be able to land there. I was still rolling in the waves when I found a smooth swell. I noticed that if I just let the boat go on its own, I made progress. It moved on top of the waves like a leaf, and I thought I might reach land. But it was not to be. As I rolled up and down in the terrible sun, my brain burning and my throat dry, I drifted past the point of landing. What was I to do? As I rounded the next cape, I saw an incredible sight. The Hispaniola, under full sail, was moving my way. At first I thought it was going the other way. Then I thought the sailors had come out of their heavy sleep and were chasing me. When it made yet another strange move, I was confused, not knowing what to think. Suddenly I understood, as the great ship swayed back and forth, that no one was steering it. The men were either hiding themselves below decks or had abandoned ship. And then the idea occurred to me to try to take the ship and give it back to its captain. Could it be that I could get aboard and steer it back? If the frightened pirates were on board, could I tie them up and take the wheel? I was made brave by the idea and tried to make my way toward the ship. Tossing in the wind, it continued to sail toward me. As I drew alongside, I saw that I had one chance. I could see the ship's shiny brass fixtures now, and thought it might be easy. But the wind died and the ship stayed put. Then, just as suddenly, it began to spin toward me with the cabin window still open. It came around, and I saw that it would spin by, and the bowsprit, a wooden beam that jutted out from the front of the ship, would be over my head. I jumped like a rocket from the boat into the air, catching the beam. Just as suddenly, the boat rose up and came down on my little craft, crushing it. I knew then that I had no way back home but upon the Hispaniola. End of chapter 18.